Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com and today I am sharing with you my craft room. So as many of you know, if you've been watching my videos, I have been in the midst of moving for a couple weeks now. And although the moving is not finalized, I am staying at my parents' house for a little while I finish the search for an apartment. So I'm back in my original craft room. A lot of my stuff is still in the same spots because I left a lot of stuff here when I moved last time because it's been only like a couple months, I think 8 months since I moved out, so I didn't have time to bring everything with me. So a lot of it's the same, but I have rearranged quite a few things and now I have my lights here. This is the first time I've ever used my lights here. But I just want to give you an overview of the craft room. Again, not perfect. This is an honest craft room tour. Caitlin didn't put everything away because I wanted to craft before I finished my room. So this is an overview of it. This whole wall is all of my stuff, which I'll go into more detail with. And then here is my desk, which is actually a dining room table that I found on a yard sale website. So here's the overview. Now let's dive in. So I'm starting over here at my desk and it is a little bit messy. I'm part of the How to Kill a Kit with Style YouTube Hop collaboration thing, so I'm working on those projects, which will be coming soon. Underneath this side of the box is a bunch of stuff I didn't want to show you, mostly memorabilia that I have to go through, but I didn't want to put away because I know I won't go through it if I just pile it up. So that's what that is. But I have a Martha Stewart craft mat on my desk, as well as my Ranger like mixed media mat. And then next to that I have some post-it notes. I like to write the dates down on my things before I write them down, or ideas for titles and stuff like that. Like here I have some items written on these groups of photos, so that's where I like to get my ideas. I have my baby Fiskars trimmer, and then I have this giant Rota trimmer. They were throwing this away at my father's place of work, so he picked it up for me. It does cut still. This is a little bit dirty. I don't know what they cut on it before, but it's still sharp. I plan to use this on cardstock, like for cards. But since it's a flat surface, I decided to just keep it on my desk for now to work for me. That's just how it's going to work. So let's start on the left-hand side here. I have a paper towel holder. Need to add some paper towels, but we gotta go buy those. And then I have one of the Totally Tiffany organizers. Again, I did not go through this, so it is what it is. I have my tiny attachers, some glue, some distressors, tweezers, my little jewel picker, water brushes, regular brushes, X-Acto knife, paint pens, markers, pens, pencils, scissors, a new glue that I'm trying out. That's falling over. My T ruler, my other ruler, my glue. I'm missing my, whatchamacallit. No, I can't even remember what it's called. My fine line applicator. I have to find that. I have this little thing of junk here. These are little ring trays I like to use for bits and bobs. These are ones I have to put away still from a recent project. And these are ones I still have to cut out. From my last craft room tour here, this item is new. This is the beautiful, I don't know what they call it, stacked organizer from Harbor Freight. I decided to put all my mixed media stuff in the top here, and this is all color coordinated in some sort of way. And then my distress tools. So that's what's up here. Sprays, mists, whatever I could fit. The gelatos are up there as well. Second layer, mostly felties and washi tape, and then some roller stamps and some more washi tape. I don't know how I'm going to organize this. It's probably going to change. All my mini distress inks are on the next level, and then washi tape, and then tags. Since I reach for tags a lot, I decided to put them all in here, or at least a majority of them. And then the last part, which I'm most excited for, is these are all of my die cut pieces. So all my cut aparts, my die cuts are all in here. I'm going to move this out of the way here though. So this first section is pinks, yellows, and oranges. So I did warm colors and then cool colors. So this one's blue, greens, and yellow. Nope, just blue and green mostly. Because I have a lot of blue and green because that's what I work with most. And then I have a neutral section, which is blacks, grays, and browns. So we'll see how that works. Again, it's most of my die cut pieces. If I had a large enough pack of stuff that coordinates, I did not split them up yet, and I'll show you where I'm keeping those in a little bit. Next, I have my tripod in the middle of my desk here. As you can see, it's just a normal tripod, and then my lights, here I'll show you those while I'm at it, are this brand, which is Crafty. I bought them on Amazon. They're decent. They provide a lot of light, as you can see, and I've had a couple issues with them breaking, but I've always gotten them fixed so far, so we'll see how that goes. I have my little outlight here, so I don't have the big lights on while I'm crafting for just me, because I don't want to waste time doing that. So behind my tripod, I have a couple of things. Here's another one of those Totally Tiffany organizers. I have my Spiegelmom scrap sequins in the front here, as you can see. Then I have some of my Wild Whisper stamps behind that, since I'm on both of their design teams. Then I have some mixed media items. I have some of my favorite paints out, as well as modeling paste, Inka Gold, and then behind that I have my Zig Clean Color markers. Then I have these two cute little miniature file drawers. These are from Target. They're pretty old, and I haven't seen anything quite like them recently there. So inside, first off, I have my personalized Stampin' Up! Stamp for my cards. This one's full of washi tape, as if I have so much washi tape. So I have this section, this section, this section, and this. And I'm pretty sure I have some more somewhere too. Down here, I have some random stuff. I have extra stamp blocks, and then some of my tools, like some rub-on tools, some more tweezers, erasers, and a couple of my washi tapes that are like different textures. So this is like a fabric one. Next drawer, this is all of my adhesives, and there's my fine line bottle. I like to keep this out, so it usually goes in here somewhere. My adhesive refills from my ATG gun, thread, another water brush, all those things. And then my ink pads and my main stamp block are in here. I have a couple colored ones, some browns and red, and then the black ones up here, and then a couple little ones. So that's that. And then next to it, I have a random pile of stuff. These I have not found a place for yet. That's why they're on my desk, and I still haven't used them, so it's about time. Here we have a bunch of stuff. The front is mostly like little pockets, like those glassine bags, more pockets in the second section, paper bags. I also have my little Tim Holtz stickers and Teresa Collins letter stickers, because I reach for those a lot. This back section here is doilies. As you can see, I have a ton of doilies. They're trying to be organized by size, so it's like littlest to largest, at least in packaging wise. And then in the way back, I have my puffy stickers. Not very well organized, they're just kind of shoved in here, but they're all in there, so that's what matters. Now, if I go to the other side of my desk, this is very hard to walk around. Having a dining room table as a desk is a little bit different since it's so wide. I do have trouble reaching for things, but then again, I also have really long arms, so it works a little bit better for me than most people. So on top of this blue cube, it's from IKEA actually. It was one of those clearance finds, but it's a beautiful shade of blue. But on top of here, I have all of my enamel dots. Here, I'll turn it around. I'm next to my light, that's why it's such an awkward angle. But I have all of my gems, dots, and stuff organized by size, not by color. My crocodile, it's not called a crocodile, it's called like a, oh no, it is crocodile too. What do you know? I have my little flower that does the solar power dance. More of these little tubs. I like to use these for sequins and for projects. So these ones are from Wegmans, and then the star is from the Target Dollar Spot last summer. They might have something again this summer, I'm not 100% sure, but they do have these out year-round in different shapes and stuff. Next, I have the Spellbinders magnetic die thing. So if you're die cutting, you can stick a die to this or anything metallic. Not metallic, metal. Anything that can be magnetized. Then I have my clear set of drawers. If you saw my last scrap room tour when I was in Maryland, you guys saw that I got these for Christmas. So the top one has wooden pieces, not any wood veneer though. Second is flares, and then third is resin. So I like to have those out because they're really pretty. Then I also have another random box of junk. I like having boxes of junk because they're fun to sift through, and then you find like random things for your projects, but it's also really bad because then you have too many piles of junk. But that's what's on top of my desk. Sorry for all the movement. I know I have shaky hands and I'm doing this on my phone, but there's the overview of my desk. It looks very pretty. It's not 100% complete yet. I bought a new organizer from Hobby Lobby, but then I broke it, so we've had to glue it, and then I broke it again. So we're gonna have to build a contraption to make it work since I can't return it. But this is the overview of my desk. Oh, I didn't do anything inside the cube. Whoops. We'll go back here. I have my stamping tool here from Hampton Arts, my stamping pad to get detailed images. It's just one of those foam pads. This little bucket is full of all of my stamped images. Some are colored, some aren't. But this is like card making stuff. I have some bases in here as well. I just like, if this is here, I feel like I'll make cards more often, so that's why I tried it here this time. Inside the cube, I have fun foam, wipes, colored ink pads. This is where all of my die cuts are that are still in the package. So like I just bought these from Tuesday morning, so I decided to keep them all together instead of split them up. My Xyron sticker makers back there, ATG gun, large stamping block, watercolors, watercolor pencils, foam adhesive, and my little squares that no one uses anymore, the inchy things that everyone used to have. But yeah, now that's the overview of my desk. If you have any questions, please let me know. I think I told you where everything was from, but again, if you have any questions, I can try to find a link for you if you're interested in purchasing any of these items. And yeah, under my desk. So first off, my chair is a dining room chair because it's a dining room table, so it just goes together. I have a couple things, actually I have a lot of things under my desk. First off, I have this drawer set, which is from Jessware, sold at Joann's, not sure if they do anymore. My garbage, which is full. A bunch of crap under there, a lot of albums, projects in progress, finished pages, and then on the other side I have my 12 by 12 paper. So we'll start in this drawer set here. So in this drawer set I have the top shelf is new products, so I have stuff from my Pink Fresh Studio unboxing, some Tuesday morning stuff I bought before I left, more Tuesday morning stuff. Project Life stuff's in here as well, so this is just new stuff that I haven't put away yet and want to use probably. Number 2 is this really fun drawer. This is a lot of different materials, so I have some wood pieces back there, a lot of metallic, homemade enamel dots. There's an eyelet out of place. Yes, I still own eyelets. I even used Brad's on a layout a couple of weeks ago. Magic mesh, a bazillion paper clips, some patches I have. I even have some acrylic pieces I didn't want to put in my general pile yet. But this is just a random drawer of different textures and materials. If you have any questions, please let me know. This is 12 by 12 stickers and 12 by 12 chipboard sheets. So some couple of 12 by 12 stickers, some sheets of 12 by 12 chipboard. This one was originally just chipboard cutout pieces, but now it's grown into other pieces as well. I include some of my felt pieces here. I'm really trying to use more texture on my layouts, and I think this is a great way to do it. Some pretty chipboard pieces. They used to be organized by shape, but now they're organized wherever they fit. A cork piece that wouldn't fit in the other drawer. Just things like that. Next up is my vintage drawer. This has a lot of Tim Holtz, a lot of Graphic 45, Authentique, I might have some of that in here. And I also have the felties that didn't fit in my felt organizer earlier. Again, more texture on my layouts is what I'm trying to aim for. Here's the junk drawer. I had an empty drawer and I didn't know where to put these larger stickers that didn't fit in my sticker organization, so I'll show that to you later, but that's where the rejects went. This bag is for a really, really fun challenge I'm going to be doing later this summer. So move it out of the way. I wanted to cover, I didn't want you guys to see what was in it because that'll kind of give it away, I think. This is a collection from K & Company that I received in a rack. I just wanted to keep it all together, so I put it in there. This is the Christmas drawer. If I drag it out too much, it's hard to put back. And then this is like all the projects I used to get, so like paper pumpkins in here, the ones I didn't complete fully. And then there's some really old ones as well from like Scrap and Circle, I think it's called. So those are a bunch of little mini projects that I did receive. And I already went over a bunch of stuff under there. I have magazines in the way back. I guess I can, there we go. Magazines in the way back. Finished layouts up here. I have some of those big crates that are like used for filing. Also, sorry it's not focusing. It's because it's so dark under here. Albums with page protectors. This one's my Disney album. Extra page protectors. These are my Disney items. So like all the pictures and mementos I want to use. Wild Whisper products. Finished layouts. Another project. So that's what's under there. Now if we go to this side, this is my next kit for the How to Kill a Kit with Style videos that I'm going to be doing in July. So there's a sneak peek. Really old stuff that I'm using. In here is my 12 by 12 paper pads. So I switched it up. It used to be all my 12 by 12 paper in here, but I switched it up because this is now my collections and paper pads. So that's all that's in here are paper pads and the little mini collections, like this one's from, I think, Echo Park. But that's all that's in here. This tub is from Target. I got it on clearance. It's just over 12 inches wide, and it was absolutely perfect. I love that tub. Although everyone I ask hates to move it because it is so, so heavy. So now I'm going to bring you up above my desk and show you my other papers. So now we are at the infamous craft wall. This whole wall is filled with craft supplies, but here is how I organize my papers. I talked about this in my Insta stories, and if you're not following me on there, definitely do so. It's just at Gray Florals. I organized my papers on there the other day, but here's my 12 by 12 papers. loose leaf papers. Up top I have all my 12 by 12 cardstock. Second shelf is specialty papers, so I have the vellum. Then we do red, pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo/purple, neutrals, which are a lot, and then I have a little vintage pile down here. Multicolored that I couldn't decide what to do with. One paper pad that wouldn't fit in my giant paper drawer. 8.5 by 11 papers. These are the random creative memory ones that are 10 by 12 because they just don't want to fit with anything. Some of these fill in the blank. 8.5 by 11 papers. Another random collection, and then my 8 by 8 papers. We don't talk about this stuff down here because it's embarrassing and I haven't gone through it yet. So we're going to ignore that. But if I come back up here, I also have some items on the wall that people have sent me. These are a lot of old cards. Some of these are like years and years old, but I do have some of them. My paper issues card, some project inspiration, some companies I like to support. But that's that paper corner over here. I also have a stool in case anyone else wants to join me in here. And then we move on to the main event. This giant bookshelf area is chock full of stuff, so we better get into it. Up top, I have a lot. I just moved all my 6 by 6 papers and smaller into these two containers, which I just had laying around. So now all my 6 by 6 paper pads are in here. I might turn it over so the papers, like the front of them, face this way instead of this side, but for now they're like this. And it's just easy to flip through them and pull them out. And then up here are the loose papers, again, all facing different directions, which I need to fix, but I got a lot of racks back in the day. That was like a huge thing people used to do, is send loose papers. But I have a ton of those. And then like when we had mat stacks, people used to share half of those. But and I also have a couple paper pads up here that are smaller. Like I have a cork one, some of the cardstock ones from DCWV. Then I also have one of the mason jars with some of the floral pieces I have left over from DIY projects. If you guys would like to see more DIY projects, I definitely want to get into that more. I know this is mainly a paper crafting channel, but I definitely want to branch out into more 3D projects and home decor. Next to that, I reorganized my Project Life cards. I don't do Project Life, but I do enjoy pocket pages, which is why I have all of these cards. 4 by 6 cards are over here, as well as 4 by 4, and I think that's all I have for size-wise. So these are them, just in this little pencil holder. I got this organizer on AliExpress. I have my 2 by 2s down here, and the rest are 3 by 4 organized in no way, shape, or form. I don't have a lot of collections, so it didn't bother me not to just mix them up. I have my miniature Creative Memories paper trimmer over here. On top of this organizer, which is full of paints, paint markers, acrylic paints. This is a whole drawer of acrylic paints. And then mixing the like journaling supplies. So I have a bunch of foam stamps and then brushes and glitter paint and texturizing stuff. On top of the black unit, I have all of my sequins in this bin, but I plan on changing this storage option soon. So that'll be probably updated on my Instagram as well. Up here I have like bags, tissue paper, doilies, and tags that wouldn't fit in my other organization. So just a little file holder here. So if you look at it, it looks like a mail sorter. And then I bought that at Staples. Here is a paper organizer that I also got from my parents' work because they were getting rid of it. I keep my 8.5 by 11 cardstock in here. As you guys know, I make cards as well, so I have a lot of that. Here are all my stencils, a random drawer of junk, acetate and vellum, 8.5 by 11 pattern papers that I like, smaller paper pads that don't fit in the other ones, so like I have an 8.5 by 11 paper pad, and then down here is extra cardstock, and here is my watercolor paper. So that's what I keep in there, simple. And then next we have down here the bookshelf unit. I have markers, and then these two bins are all photos, my Cuttlebug embossing supplies, Cuttlebug folders, and dies. Not too many dies in there. I have most of those somewhere else. Next shelf, I have the pre-made cards, my color spray station. So you put that up and then you can spray stuff in it and it doesn't get all over your work surface. Buttons, colored pencils, markers, punches, adhesives. This is a specific photo box for a trip we took. And I think in that brown box here is more markers. Then I have my Creative Memories cutting system thingy or bobber. And then right here I have my flowers. This is what I wanted to put my kit in. I have my leftover kit in here still, so I need to put all this stuff away. I put most of it away, but still a little bit more. And this is from IKEA. Then we have this unit here. It's a really weird unit. It's kind of falling apart, to be honest, and I don't know what it was supposed to be for, maybe like a shoe rack. But on top I have tinier letter stickers, pattern paper scraps, solid paper scraps, some crochet thread, all of my dies. I'm in the process of organizing them onto these metal sheets, but I have more to go. Then I have stamps that need to be put away. These are my stamps in the CD cases. And then I have my giveaway prizes I need to mail out over here. But here's my stamps in the new pocket system. I do plan on doing a video on stamp organization once I have it complete, or at least mostly complete, so I can tell you guys how I organize them. But right now they're all just in this Amazon box. Then I also have this stamp drawer, but I'm going to finish this section first. I have my Cricut expression up there behind a bunch of bags. I actually did use this a couple of weeks ago, but I don't drag it out very often. Paint supplies, paint supplies, paint supplies, Cricut supplies, colored pencils. Now, back to the stamp drawer. This is how I used to store all of my stamps. CD cases up top, wooden stamps middle, and then bottom is my largest wooden stamps, and then ink pads, and then one roller stamp. But I do want to transfer them all to this pocket system, and the pockets do not fit inside here, which makes me really upset, but we'll figure it out somehow. My Project Life, this is the only full-size Project Life I've ever purchased, and I still have some of it left. Faux flowers up here and down there. We'll move to the bulletin board before we move on to this unit over here. Bulletin board is all of my stickers. These two binder rings, as you can see there's two, are 3D stickers. No rhyme or reason in their order. I just love flipping through them. You just go around on the ring and they work beautifully. Here are flat 2D stickers. I guess I used to have them organized by like words and then like images instead, but I like how they're mixed in, especially since I don't have a lot of themed ones. Like here's one beach vacation one, but I don't have any more like that, so it makes more sense for me to just organize them on a ring and flip through them. This unit, the actual pegboard unit, might be from Lowe's, not 100% sure. Tiny letter stickers are on this one. And then I have my tiny word stickers and Halloween back here. There also is a third one back here on this section that is rub-ons. So I do the binder ring system. It works really well for me. I just slip them on anywhere and that's how I work. But yeah, I also have a beautiful crayon. One of these cool, like make your own crayon. And then a little project I made because I didn't know where else to put it. Now on to the last unit of the craft room, this big tall one here. So on top I have my ribbon organizer in the back. It's pretty full, but I also have my loose twines and ribbons up here. I have wood veneer I have to sort, more twine, and more wood veneer I have to sort. I'm still working on my wood veneer storage because it's right here and clearly it's not working. But here's one that is sorted, some arrows, Halloween. These ones are pretty much sorted by shape. This is organizers by this brand, which this is probably from the 90s, so I'm not sure they make it anymore. Next I have my stitching supplies. I only have a couple of templates, so I just put those on top. But I have all my embroidery floss in there. And then I also have some beads. I can't tell you the last time I used beads, but I have them if I want them, so that's nice. And then the final drawer. First drawer is packaging, so if I'm sending out a rack, this box is full of tiny bags like this one, so I can put little doodads. I also have some mixed media supplies, makeup sponges, and Q-tips. And then I have my IKEA washi tape to put on the outside of the package. Like this one says open me, so it's kind of cute. Next up we have miscellaneous glitter, alterable items. So like I have this chalkboard frame, a little picture frame. Those are from Michael's back in the day. People used to go crazy for those picture frames. Magnets, little lights, all sorts of stuff. And then this is my like fabric drawer. I have felt, feathers, pom-pom trim. These are more pom-poms. These little felties, which are really cute. So these are like soft-sided items. So I have some little canvas bags, some organza bags. We don't talk about that drawer. This is a giveaway drawer. I don't want to show you everything that's in it because there's giveaways upcoming, and that's just one of the giveaway drawers. Down here is textiles, more textiles. So I have a lot of burlap that I've never used. This is a clay ornament kit, yarn, t-shirts, foam, heat and bond material, and then some paper bags. This is another miscellaneous drawer. I have a lot of tie-dye equipment in here, so like there's my dyes back there. I bought these for a DIY. I shared on my blog, but I still have like 20 million left over. Some baby gift bags, you know, all the things in there. And then I have another giveaway drawer down here, which is chock full of stuff. 1,800 subscriber giveaway coming very, very, very soon. Over here is the system I was talking about. So it's one of those clip-on ring systems, but the system broke, so I'm waiting for it to be reattached to a new base so I can hang this up. No idea where my alphabets are going, but right now they're going to go on this thing once it's fully set up. In the corner here, I have all of my canvases and like oil paints. I drag it out, but it's a lot of work. And then up here's just another storage craft bag. But that is pretty much it for this room. I hope I wasn't too shaky, but if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I didn't go over this little bag here, but this is all my finished cards and envelopes, so I can just grab a card and mail it out real easily. I think I went over everything else. If there's something I missed that you want to know about, please let me know, and I would gladly tell you. But I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and let me know how your craft room's doing. I plan to destroy this today and get crafty, and film some videos. I know it's been a while, but now that I'm kind of moved and kind of settled, hopefully I can start filming more videos more regularly, and I can't wait to use my new space. I hope you guys enjoyed again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!